Hey you all viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Dr. Prachiti Punde. Let me all give you a very nice news that since last many weeks I was doing these videos on self-mastery aspect, the 12 areas of life in self-mastery. And I have completed 6 areas in life, and the remaining 6 I have decided to collaborate with various authors. So today we are going to talk about the 12th life aspect, which is the life vision and character building. And for this, I have invited a very esteemed guest, which is who is an author also, Mr. John Giftah, and he has written this book on Who Am I. John Giftah is a very well-known and renowned speaker who does a lot of shows. Uh, Here we have Mr. John. Welcome, John, to my studio.
Thank you so much, Prashti. It's such a joy and honor for me to be with you today and to also minister to all the people who are in your area as well. So, hats off to all that you're doing and reaching out to a lot of people. And it's such a great honor for me to be with you all today as well. Yeah.
Yes, John, my intention of starting this channel was to reach out to a maximum number of people about
Okay.
how self mastery helps them in all the 12 aspects of their life and how they can have abundance as well as at ease of work with a strong foundation of self mastery in these 12 areas. So, yes,
Okay.
as you all can see, viewers, John is an author of Who Am I? He is an aerospace engineer and the president of John Giftah International. John has done many TV shows, YouTube channel. You can also check out his YouTube channel. John, tell us more about it.
Yeah, so like in your case, can you hear me now? Because I
Yeah,
seem
yeah,
to,
we can
yeah,
hear
yeah,
you
sure.
clearly.
Okay. So, yeah, like in your case, my heart is to reach out to people, help them, and build people up, and then bring out the best in them. And my current book that I'm writing, my second book, is also to help people reach their full potential in finding their purpose in life. And so my heart is to, by the end of the day, encourage and bring out the best in people. So I do the same through what I started called the John Giftah International, which is available through various platforms online as well as live sessions, which I've been doing for the past 8 years. Right from the time I was doing my engineering program. So, though it's been a slow growth, but it's definitely grown over the past 8 years, and it's been an amazing journey thus far for me.
Yeah, it's a lot of consistent hard work and giving for a better cause, John. John, can
Yes.
you tell us more about your book, like Who Am I, and the upcoming book, which in the upcoming book you are telling about finding the purpose in life. So,
Yes.
can you just give a brief about these two books?
So my first book is a book that we all need to read for the first aspect, because when I answer the question of who are you, because the minute you meet anybody for that matter, the first question they ask is who are you, right? So we need to know who we are and be confident about who we are, which is what I believe is lacking in a lot of people. They're living with so much of mediocrity, thinking I'm just a nobody, what's so great about me? But I wanted to bring out the fact that you're not a nobody. You have a great destiny, and you can, all the issues with identity. The irony is that I struggled a lot with identity and confidence right from the time I was small, because people often put me down and abused and rejected and all that. So it was a great turnover where, from a place where I struggled with identity, I wrote my first book on identity. So it went on to the fact of the first question of who you are, and the next question people will ask you is, why are you here? So my book is about finding your purpose, finding your meaning in life, finding out. The problem today is, I see people who are having a aimless life. I don't know what to do with life. It's just going with the flow. But I want to help bring out that fact that they're not here by accident. They have a specific assignment. So, in fact, just before lunch, I was writing about this segment that I can probably share with you. Imagine if you take a very good state of the art, best aerospace product, like an aircraft engine or something, and you sell it in a fish market or a vegetable market, what would happen? you won't get anybody to buy it. People will think you're crazy. But if you sell it in the right place, you will get the right response. And that is what a lot of people are missing today. I'm all about helping people find their market, their field, so that they will be able to get the right buyers and make the right impact in life. So that's my second book that's coming out.
Very nice. Very nice to hear these two views on your books. And I feel very great that I've chosen the right purpose for my topic today. Yes, let's move on to our topics of interview, John.
Okay,
So,
sure.
so my first question to you, John, is why
Hmm.
is life vision so important? As we are speaking about life vision aspect.
So when you talk about life vision, imagine I'm going to a bus station or an airport and I don't know where I need to go. The first confusion is all the aircrafts look alike. Which plane should I take? So life vision is that which will tell you what direction to take in life. Okay,
Okay.
that is what a lot of people miss out because they are so confused what decisions to make, what choices to take, and they do not know what steps to take in order to see the success and growth in their life. And that is why I feel it is very important that they have a life vision which will give them the direction and the focus to take the right steps and the right decisions to go forward in life.
So, tell me more about life vision. Life vision will give them the clarity, clear steps. But
Mm.
life vision is something related to career. Life vision is something related to family. Life vision is something related to humanity. Like what
Mm.
life vision is.
So when you talk about life vision, it can mean a lot of things. Just give me a second. Let me. Okay, yeah. It can mean it's a. I believe it is an overall package of who you are, whether it is your skills, your experiences, your personality. Everything is a full-fledged package. So when you call me today, you didn't just ask me to speak. You asked me based on my book. You asked me based on, so every aspect of me comes into the picture. You didn't just look at me as a speaker, you also looked at my background, you looked at the aerospace point of view, because of which I could give that example from aerospace. So like that, when you understand that life vision is a package which involves everything. Maybe you can make an impact in your family, it can impact in your society, community, and eventually it will also include your career so that you can do well, because by the end of the day you also need money. So everything is a full-fledged package. That's what I would say in a nutshell.
Yes, yes, very nicely said, John. Even I feel that in life, only career, only success. Most of the times, people gauge this success as
Mm.
their career aspect in terms of their career, like how wealthy they are, what kinds
Mm.
of degrees they are carrying, what kinds of medals they are carrying, how far they have reached in their lives, and how many people, like if they are like YouTubers like us, then how many followers do they have on Facebook, Instagram, on YouTube. They look
True.
towards success out externally, but what
Mm.
I feel personally is that you should look for success, something which is internally, something which is you succeed, you reach to your own core identity to get that life
Mm.
vision, to build up that character of who I am, not what you do or not how you do. Like people
Ex-
tell themselves as according to what they do. Like I am a doctor, you are an aerospace engineer, so it is not your identity, it is not your character nor your vision. Our
mm.
vision, my vision in life is like helping out through my talks, being fulfilled in my life, helping out my family, my kids, and being fulfilled and happy and not hurting people outside, rather helping,
Mm.
trying and helping that, which is the same as yours. So I think when we reach this core identity of who we are, that is where we find our true life vision, which means fulfillment, and not towards happiness, not towards gaining and accumulating things, but rather being fulfilled even if there are certain hindrances. Like you said, even you had a lot of sufferings, I had a lot of hindrances while coming towards this vision, but then we are still fulfilled, and we don't seek external happiness. So very nicely said, John. Moving on to my next question is,
Okay.
Why is it necessary to have the right character in order to move ahead in our vision? Because we have talked about our vision, now let's talk about our character also.
So when you talk about character, I believe that your gift can take you to the throne, but if you don't have the right character, you will not be able to sustain the throne. Like what I mean is, a lot of people who are really gifted and talented, and they have the skills that many people really wish they had. The reason they are able to go up, but they're not able to sustain, because they don't have the character to sustain. So it is very very important, because we always talk about blessings, like, oh, I want to reach the throne, I want to go to the palace, or high levels or high degrees in and elevations in my life. But the problem today is, they are going there by unfair means, or they're going there by just because they want to go there. But they don't realize, when you go there, there are some characters in you that needs to be there if you have to handle that. Like today I can say I want to become the president of the United States of America, or the president of India. Okay, but I can try my best, maybe I can, even with money or lure people to ensure that I get the position. But if I don't have what it takes to be in that position, then even one day I cannot sustain that. So that's why, if you notice, a lot of people in high positions seem to be going down, because they didn't have the time to work on their characters. Because there are a lot of characters we can talk about, whether it is endurance or patience, or dealing with unfair things. You should be a person of integrity. So we need to be a person who's like, okay, I want to go there, but at the same time, in that state, I need to be prepared to go there. So I always say this in one line. I say this in this way. If you want to take any sports, like snooker, for example, what I've seen snooker. They spend so many minutes before they hit, because they're planning from where to hit. But the moment of action is just hardly a few seconds. You get what I'm saying, right? So everybody is waiting for the moment of action. But I say, if you really want to hit right, first work on your character, which is the preparation period. Because if you work on this well, your moment of action is going to really be successful. So that's why it is very important that you work on your character to be ready for the thing that God has in store for you in the next season.
Yeah, very well said, John. Even I feel that a strong character leads to a strong foundation, wherein you can sustain the success or the failures. You can turn out failures as stepping stone for your successes and not get
Mm,
worried by those.
true.
Also, a strong character would be an indication of very highly self-mastered person, and wherein I am writing this book on self-mastery itself.
Okay.
And yeah, so and the third thing, what I feel is, I have heard this quote saying that it is better to sweat while training rather than bleed in the battlefield. So
Yes.
very right said. So efforts, this character building does require efforts, and people nowadays are so being busy and so being engrossed into their own like mental exertions, that they are not ready to exert on more. They feel that building up character and fighting against is fighting against the flow, and we have to be rational. We have to be rational in this world to sustain. So why not just go and be the way people are, and they leave their characters and they turn into whatever the people and the society is demanding, leaving behind their originality. So this is where
Mm,
some people should not leave their originality, because in long term it won't pay. Maybe in short term things will pay them, but in long term this is not a stronger foundation. So a character building with proper moral values of self should be worked upon something, and it is a process. It is not something that you work and it is done, it is finished. It is a
mm,
process which we all have to keep on continuously enduring. So yes,
true.
John, that was very rightly said. And coming back to my third question is, what are some characters that we need to imbibe to reach our life's vision? Because we are talking about life vision, character. Now, what are the
Mm.
actual characters that we need to imbibe to reach this
So
life vision?
when you talk about characters, I can go on quoting a million characters that we need to have. but maybe I'll stick into a few of them so that we'll also be on time for this as well. So one of the things I can share from my own personal life is endurance, because like I said, today I'm speaking to thousands of people or in different platforms or in television and things like that. But at the same time, there were times when I would speak to I would send a message and nobody would watch it or nobody would listen to it. I have organized meetings where nobody showed up. Like I'm telling you, not one soul showed up. Like just me and my brother go there, and we just speak to empty chairs and come back. This has happened a couple of times. So why I say this is because when you're trying to start in a new direction, you're not going to have a red carpet waiting for you. It's going to be hard. It's going to be discouraging, and it's going to be difficult. And you would feel like, I wish I could just give up, throw everything, and go away. But that is when your real endurance is being tested, and your real patience. Like secondly, is patience. When you talk about patience, I would say it very respectfully. Um, if I just look at a mango tree and wait for 6 months from the time of June till the next Jan, and I say this mango tree is of no use because it's not giving me any fruit, there's a problem with me, because the mango is not supposed to come in this season. The mango will come only in April, and if I cut it in March, I'm only the loser, not the tree. So we all, I believe, we have a season. We have a specific time when we can see the result, the fruit. It will take time for different people. Some of us, some people, we always look at overnight success, but nobody actually gets overnight success. What happens is, it's taken over a long period of time, and suddenly they get that moment. So and if there are those who get this overnight success that we talk about, many of them I've noticed, they just came and then they just vanished. We don't hear anything about them after a while. So if you really want to have a long lasting transformation to this world, or make an impact in the area of your purpose or a vision, what I would say is, you need to be patient for that specific time and understand you have a season, and wait for that. And thirdly, don't compare. It's easy to compare yourself with somebody else's performance. Like if I would give an example, if you would have been in an aircraft, right? You would have been in an aircraft. If you notice the time from getting into the aircraft till the time flies, sorry, till the aircraft actually goes to the runway and starts towards flying, it
Taking
would
off.
seem like eternity. Yeah, taking off. Yeah, that's right word. So it seems like eternity. If you notice, it were a bus that is there would seem to go faster than the aircraft on the ground. But if you compared the bus, and you will say, the bus is faster, I wasted so much of time on the ground, plane is so slow, why should I sit here? You're going to miss the mark. Because what happens now, the bus can go faster than the aircraft, because the aircraft is on the ground. But the minute the moment happens, the aircraft is going to take over, and it's going to, nobody can stop the aircraft. So what I would say is, if you're thinking like, oh no, the others are going faster than me, they're progressing, where am I in life? No, never compare. Maybe they are a bus right now, and you're an aircraft. I'm not trying to make you feel like say like, oh no, I'm an aircraft and somebody else is a bus. I'm not saying in that sense, but it's a matter of encouraging you that your time is coming. Maybe they also waited, they also moved, and now they saw the progress. But if you want to see greater progress, stop comparing yourself. And the most important thing people do is, now imagine I'm in this position. If I compare myself to somebody who's getting like millions of views, there's going to be a problem, because I'm looking at their end story and comparing my start of the journey. It's not going to make any sense. So it's very important that we learn not to compare. At the same time, we have to stand firm and do, no, like the only thing you need to compare is within yourself. Like, am I progressing in comparison to where I was yesterday? That's a very important key. A lot of people think, I've reached my limits. I think this is all I need. I'm very good at this, so they don't move forward at all. But I believe you have to constantly grow, you have to constantly equip yourself. So have that kind of a spirit, you will be able to see better results as well. So in my life, I've seen so many instances where people ask me, "You're a speaker. Why did you enroll for a speaker's course? With XSA?" I said, "See, I want to get better. I've been doing this for 8 years. It's fine. There can be something I learn which will help me stand out and do better." So even if you're being a very good person who has done so much and brought so many laurels, there's always room for you to keep growing and having an attitude of, okay, let me take it a little bit slow. Let me have, and one more important key is committed to do it in a regular, consistent basis. But we live in a time everybody wants, like, I sow a seed today, I want the fruit tomorrow. That's not going to happen. You have to be in a place where, okay, I'm going to consistently do something even if I don't see the fruit. Keep doing it regularly. Like, ever since I was, when I started John Gift International about 8 years ago, every single day, even when I was sick in the hospital, I used to send what I needed to send, the regular messages and updates and all of that. So people often appreciated me on my consistency, because my attitude is, if I can do it today, somehow I will do it. So be consistent. And so I can go on talking a lot more, but I think, in interest of time, these are a couple of important points that we can think about.
Yes, you have given very nice insights to what characters need to be built actually, John, through your own stories. And I really like those two metaphors of the mango tree and the aircraft and bus which you gave. They were really nice metaphors to remember and just to implement on. So
Yes.
yeah, these were the points basically for the character building. And even I had taken out some points, like just to mention in brief, which is uncovering your true essences, awakening the warrior inside you. Because mastering others is where strength lies, but mastering yourself is where the true power lies. So you have to know yourself also, know the inner child issues of your own, what parenting issues you have had, and just work upon it to build your character, to get the exact right life vision. Also, we need to work on the spiritual aspects, the health, emotional, mental, physical health. We have to re-raise ourselves, and this is all we just need to do to spread the love, because that would be the ultimate vision in our lives. I feel, John. And yes, it was a very nice, short and crisp session with you, John, where it was really insightful. Without wasting a single moment, we had tried to cover most of the points. And John, what would be the closing message from your end to my viewers before we close down the session?
My closing message would be, with all the lockdown and what's going on right now, I would say,
So yes,
make the most
I
of. You can hear me? Hello. um, can you hear me?
so yes, I'm back again. I'm sorry, at the last minute, it was that the connection went wrong. So these
Okay,
are the
okay,
things
no
that are
problem.
not in our control. So what would be
Yes,
the
yes.
closing message, John, to our viewers?
Yeah. So what I would say is make the most of the time that is given to you. You know, time is short, and we do not know what is in store for us. But this lockdown, instead of sitting and complaining and wondering what to do and why am I doing this, or maybe it's a time for you to reflect on yourself and introspect and see if you can do something fruitful. And this is a great time for you to establish in what you are always wanted to do. If you always wanted to make a video, this is your moment. Start your own YouTube channel, or you wanted to start a podcast. I did a lot of new things in this lockdown, and I think this is what I would like to leave with all of you, because one thing that makes me get angry or irritated is when I see people who don't do anything. Like when you ask them how was your day, how are the days going, and all they have to say is it's boring and I'm watching TV and sleeping and eating. I cannot tolerate that, because there's so much we can do. And I really encourage you to ensure that you do your best and equip yourself, do something, and ensure that by the end of the day you will be saying, wow, I made a useful made sure that my time was spent in a useful way. So that's what I would always encourage you.
Yeah, same, John. Even I like this message because even I would suggest that at least this quarantine, you have a lot of time to work out on your character building, on your life vision, which is our today's topic. Either you or they can work on all the 12 aspects of the life and just take a insight of which areas they need to work on out of these 12. Because working on all the 12 areas together at a time is not possible. But yes,
True.
they can just take an insight on which area needs the most attention and start step by working towards one area at a time, and then grow in their lives to build a strong foundation. So, John, it was
Yes.
very nice having you here and wish you all the best for both of your books.
Thank you
It
so
was a nice
much.
session. And to all my viewers, just stay tuned because we have very nice other self mastery classes also, which will be going on today. And what I feel is getting these insights from other people who have actually authored books is very nice. And so here we complete the life vision and character aspect of the life, which is the 12th area. Thank you, John, for having me. And
Thank you so
my
much
viewers,
for inviting
yes,
me.
yes, and thank you to all the viewers. Here we end the session. Take care, stay blessed, all of you.
Bye.
Bye.